From 1980 to 1981, I was from Ramapo High School, which was in New York, in Spring Valley. And Lisa Cross and I were the first women that broke through this international board, because there was never a woman on the international board as a trustee. I would love to find out what happened to Lisa Cross. And actually, we were so close as a board, and then you kind of drift and you go to colleges. And
I don't remember all the other candidates. Because there were a couple other females, but Renee was just the best. Renee was the first time I met a New Yorker. All right, I'm off the turnip truck from Pennsylvania, and I meet Renee, and Renee was just this a force of nature, but a positive force of nature. Like, talk about like somebody being able to take a bullet and get up and just say, "No, I'm not." She was just amazing.
Well, I think it was like a phenomenon. I think they were fine. I think some Kiwanis members, were kind of sexist. But I think overall, they were pleased that girls were, breaking away. And definitely the presidents were very, very opening and welcome. And I went to a lot of Kiwanis clubs. And that was it. We had a lot of time to go to. I went to, every single Kiwanis meeting. I think I gained 25 pounds when I was the international trustee. Eating chicken dinners and eating chicken luncheons. And when Lisa Cross and I would go to the international different events, I think we had to go there twice a year in Chicago. All the boys went to the boys' club and played basketball, and we stayed at the hotel.
But it was a boys' club. So at that time, girls might not have been allowed into a boys' club. So just by the nature of the venue of the activity, we were excluded. I remember most of my free time actually being spent with Renee. I guess because of that, because the boys did go to play basketball, and Renee and I, went out to dinner. But yeah, there was definitely exclusion, and it kind of felt, when I think back on it as an adult, I think, how could we have ever bonded with our peers if we weren't allowed to participate in an activity like that? Why couldn't they have changed the activity so all of us could have participated together? Because, it's during those moments where, you make solid friendships and committees get assigned and all kinds of things go on.
And when I was lieutenant governor first and then an international trustee, I got to start some clubs, which was, really exciting, and to go to regional trainings. And that's when everyone showed up at regional trainings. That's when you actually made a phone call instead of Facebook. And I think that's what I keep on trying to tell the kids, is that sometimes you have to make the phone call, you have to remind people, and they think if you just text or Facebook, that will be enough. But sometimes, a personal phone call.
Back then, you didn't have cell phones, and you didn't have internet or email. You had to type your letters and put them in the U.S. Postal Service. So, you really probably weren't as connected with your districts as you are today. You didn't have Facebook and none of that stuff, right? So it wasn't, instantaneous. And
we had a big thing called the round to it. I don't know if that's still a big thing. A little round circle. And then there was a globe too, do unto others as you do unto you. They were giving out these marbles, globes. And
so here's my memorabilia from my time in Key Club. And I could fit it in the palm of my hands. But even though it's small, it has a lot of meaning and value to me. Now, this is my Pennsylvania District Key Club pin. So this pin is, my entry, my start into Key Club. That's what this represents to me. Now this pin, this one was a gift after I became an international trustee, and I always kept it because I thought it was just a very thoughtful gift that was given to me after I was elected. And it's a pretty pin. I actually liked it and have worn it. But that's what this pin means. And this is a marble. This is a golden rule marble. Around the perimeter of the circle here is the golden rule. It says, "Do unto others as you would have others do unto you." And back in the day, anyone who had been at the conference where this was handed out, wore this golden rule marble around their neck, at any Key Club event. And I loved it. I loved how it looked, but more importantly, I just loved the message on it, because I think that everybody, should live their life by the golden rule. And the last thing is my past international trustee pin. And it still looks beautiful and it still shines today. But you know, I just always kept it, and I've lived in a lot of different places, and always kept my little traveling mini museum with me. I had a fantastic experience in Key Club. I'd say, you know, people have asked me if it was life-changing. I'd say it would, well, kind of yes, but more that it was just immensely influencing. I met some of the best people in Key Club that really helped, I think, shape me as an individual.